Okay, so now we're going to start using all of our skills together. This is what I want to end up with today. The biggest thing is I want you to learn this last step. I feel like a lot of you are missing it on your projects you're turning in. So let's remember when we get to the last step, when we do the mask, I want you to understand that is what's going to make it work. Okay, so I'm starting on a new document. So File, New. I want 1080 by 1080. I'd like it to be 150. RGB is fine. Click Create. Alright, now, first thing I need to do is get the grass in there. So, to get the grass in there, I'm just going to actually draw circles. And I'm going to go to the fill tool as soon as I get the circle done. So I'm going to draw the circle like this. I want it about that size. And then I'm going to go into the fill, and I'm going to go to gradients and foliage. Okay. And I'm going to pick one of these greens, a brighter green, like that. And now I'm going to make a bunch of copies of it. So I'm going to Option and drag a bunch. I could do a blend, but that would take too long. I'm just trying to get across the entire screen. Not too worried about them lining up or anything like that. I'm just holding the Option key down and getting it across. And maybe a couple more to make sure I cover the whole bottom. Okay, so that's good. So I'm going to now align these on the bottom. And I'm also going to evenly distribute them. So I'm going to go down here and evenly distribute them. Okay, you should know these from previous ones we've done. Now I'm going to take it and go Option and just drag a copy of it. Option, drag copy, and I'm going to put them a little bit diagonal of each other, like this. And all I'm trying to do is get about this much. Okay, so now I take and select the whole group and go to Effect, Distort and Transform, and I go to Roughen. And when I go to Roughen, I'm going to bring it way up so it looks like this. I realize I left the stroke in, so let me go Detail. And I'm going to get rid of the stroke and see if it looks any better. Okay. So now I'm going to take this grass and I'm going to group it. And I'm going to put it down near the bottom. And I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit to make it cover the whole bottom, so I have grass on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to do the sky really quick. I go to the rectangle tool and click once, and 1080 by 1080 is fine. And I'm going to just pick a blue like this. Now the gradient's not going the right direction, so I'm going to click Edit Gradient, and I'm just going to rotate it to show you how you can rotate it. I'm going to grab out here on this edge probably. Yeah, I'm going to rotate it up. And hold the Shift key down to make it 90 degrees. And then I'm going to grab this whole line and bring it down so that the sky sort of looks blue. It's actually backwards, so I'm going to flip it. So I'm going to go Transform, Reflect, but this time I'm going to do Reflect vertically like that. Okay. And now I'm going to center it and send it to back. Arrange, send it back. Okay, so here is my starting point. I'm going to make a flower now. So I take and draw a rectangle. I'm going to draw it on the gray area over here to make it easier. And I'm going to get my foliage back open. So I go back to my gradients, foliage, and I'm just going to pick a darker green. Sometimes you have to click it twice. I'm making the stem with a gradient too, and I'm putting the stem right here. And then I'm going to take and make a long circle for the petals. And I'm going to make it bigger than I need to for now. I'm actually going to use the eyedropper, or not the eyedropper. I'm just going to go click on the yellow. And then I'm going to use the rotate tool. So I click on the rotate tool. Remember, with the rotate tool, I click right in the center. And then I Option drag to get the first petal. And because it's a dandelion, they're going to be super close together. So now I'm just going to go down Control Apple D, go all the way around. Okay, so now I've got my flower. I'm going to select it and group it and make it smaller. may turn down the opacity a little bit to see if it looks any better. If I do that a little bit, not really. Okay, good enough. Put it right here in the middle. Like that. I'm gonna click off of it. So I've got my dandelion, my stem, and now I need a cloud. So we draw a cloud. I'm just gonna draw some circles. Not worried about the color of it right now. I accidentally grabbed that one, so I'll keep on going. I'm going to kind of these together so that they look like a cloud. Now I'm going to select through the sky and the cloud, and then I'm going to hold the shift key down to deselect this sky. Then I'm going to unite them. Bam, united. And I'm going to go with a white color, so I'm going to go to my fills and just go over to like a gray, like that. No, maybe like that. So a gray color, and then I'm going to go up to effect. I'm going to click off of it first. Effect. 3D and materials, and go to inflate. And then I've got the cloud. I've got this. I might inflate the stem as well. Click inflate there. That inflated it. And I can even go to this, and I could do effect and distort and transform or roughen for this as well. Make it a little more interesting of a flower. There we go. Kind of looks like one of those ones you'd blow on. Okay, so this is essentially what I want you to turn in. But the problem is the green's off the side, and there might be stray marks and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a rectangle. So I click once, 1080 by 1080, because that's the size of our canvas. Doesn't matter what color it is. But now the next thing I do is I go center, center, like that, vertical and horizontal. And then I do Command A to select all, and I do make clipping mask. Now I know that nothing is outside of there, and I can turn it in as a JPEG or a PNG file. Export, export as PNG, call it flower PNG or flower.jpg. If you want to change your JPEG here, it doesn't matter because it's not see-through, so it doesn't matter. But that is the assignment for today in Illustrator.